Okay, out of the project one folder, not within the project one. Here, this is the project folder. Here we have the public notes and all, so don't create inside, create outside. Okay, a folder called JSON API. Create a folder called JSON API. JSON API is the folder name. Under JSON API folder, okay, so JSON API folder is ready. Under the JSON API folder, create a next, open CMD. In the JSON API folder, open the CMD. CMD is open. Right inside, npm install npm space install -g npm install npm space install -g json minus server, json hyphen server, together without a space. npm install -g json minus server. This is for what purpose? We are installing a server. We are installing a server. Server name is called JSON server. In that, we'll create our own API, our own web service. From there, we will get the data. Enter npm install -g json hyphen server. Going on. Solution. Okay. After installation, it will come back to again command prompt. Now after that, you will create a file in this folder as a data.json. You can make a note somewhere how to install the JSON server. That command you can write. The upper command we have written. You can make a note somewhere. Create a file data.json in that JSON API folder. Okay, file name is ready, data.json. In that data.json file, okay, now follow one curly bracket open close. It is curly bracket. It's like this, open close. Inside the curly bracket, remember when we have created the array, we used to write like this, name and colon, name and colon something, apple. So this is like the what? Array. It is array only. You are going to create a array, multi-dimensional array. So data.json file is going to hold the data in the form of multi-dimensional. Their key value will be stored. Okay. In one file, you can store multiple type of data. User list also, city list also, company list also. Everything you can store in one file. Okay. So this file, what we will do is curly bracket will be there. Inside, let me create the first object that is called, you can say, assume call item list and a square bracket. Item list as a square bracket. So what we'll have now, item list is a key and it is holding the array. It is going to hold the array. Okay. Similar way we can create the multiple array. So we'll work for one array first. Now go inside. Curly bracket will open close. You will write inside ID. Start from 1. ID is compulsory. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Name of the item, apple. Price of item, rupees 300. Quantity of item, quantity 10. Quantity we can leave directly 10. Is a number. Photo 1 dot jpg. After that, details of the photo, details of the product, written one product details. Now put a comma here. Second product details. So quantity 20. 2.cpg. Add one more product. And there should not be the comma in the last. No comma in the last. 3. Orange. Okay, save it. Then you will see in one file, array name is item list. There we have stored how many item details? 3 item details. Oh, pretty, please compare once. There should not be problem in the comma, single quote, double quote. I will share you the content of this file completely end to end. End to end. Came to your chat. You can use this code. Now this data, it is under the file called data.json file. You have installed a server name is called JSON server. Now using JSON server, we have to compile this file. Once you compile this file, then this file will become like a backend. Okay, and JSON server will convert this file as a file system. There, application will work like localhost colon 1234. Output number you can give anything slash item list. In browser, once you give, it will give you all the items. If you want to access particular item, item number 2, item list slash 2, it will give you item number 2 only. So after writing this, now we are going to compile this file using JSON server, so that JSON server will give us a URL. On that URL, we can access this all the data. Yesterday URL I have given you, this 2 URL, if you remember. This is also working like that only. This is also working like a JSON server. Okay, how the data was coming from this server, similar way data will come from our server now. So this become our live server in our computer. How to start that? Come to the CMD where you have done the installation. Okay, all are ready? Okay, now let's go. What we will do here, you have already written how to install the JSON server. Okay, so when the company will give you the task in the future for the interview purpose and all, they will give the photo, or they will write the description in the Word file. They'll give you some scenario. Okay, create a list of the users, store in any JSON server, and using the Angular React, read the data from JSON server, write the data into JSON server, delete the data from JSON server. Output should come like this. Correct. So that time what we should do, we should remember what we have done installation today. So we have done installation using which command? npm install space -g JSON hyphen server. Okay. So once you install -g for what purpose? Globally. In your computer, entire in any drive, you can create a folder, you can create a JSON file and start the server. Okay, that is called as a what? JSON server install in your system as a globally. JSON server install in your system as a globally. In your computer, anywhere you can call, you can access, and you can use it. Coming next, how to start the server? You can make a note. It's like this. In the CMD, your CMD is pointing to the JSON server API. So you can write here JSON hyphen server. JSON hyphen server space minus watch. JSON hyphen server space minus watch. JSON hyphen server space minus watch space which file you want to watch, which file you want to compile. Data.json. So you have to write here data.json. Okay. JSON hyphen server space minus watch space data.json. Okay, space. Okay, space. Your React is running on which port number? 3000 port number. You have to remember it. Okay, you should remember it. People will ask on a spot in interview to check whether really you have execute ever React program or not. They will ask, okay, React work on which port number? 3000. Okay, without break, we should say 3000. Any number, okay, default if they ask, then you can say 3000. In case they ask, can we change that? You can say yes. Tomorrow you can remember it before starting the server. I'll guide you how to change the port number. 3000 can be some other port number also. Or in case 3000, in case the people ask, if 3000 port is busy, then what will happen? Then React will ask, you want to restart on another server, another port number? It will say yes, it will go on 3001 automatically. If 3001 is busy, go to the 3002. Means at a time we can run 3-4 projects of React. All will be on different port number. Okay. Okay. So what you wrote here, JSON hyphen server space minus watch space data.json space minus port and again a space which port number. You can give any four digit number that should not be running already. So usually I give 1 2 3 4. Okay, so our JSON server will compile the data.json file and it will produce a port number. That port number will be 1 2 3 3 4 1 2 3 4. Okay, enter. You can make a note also. Something that we feel unable to remember. Okay, something you feel unable to remember, correct? So you have a mobile phone for that purpose only. Mobile camera, why we use? Only to take the photos of public? No. You use that for use the camera. Okay. Whenever you feel like this particular point is not able to remember, click. Okay, keep in photo, keep in phone, right? Every time what will happen when we are sitting somewhere idly, we browse Facebook here there unnecessary story. Go to your library, browse the photos, you will keep remembering entire story. Okay, so that way you can use it. Okay. Okay, now this page is compiled no. अब एक फोटो ले लो आप, जहां जहां फोन रहेगा आपके साथ रहेगा वो, आप अपने स्क्रीन का फोटो ले लीजिए. Node.js is compiled, right? This one CMD is compiled, no? So error. Actually, I am not. No, it will work. There is nothing to update in that. JSON server required 12. Okay, आपका कौन है? 11. हाँ, तब तो गया काम से. तब तो नहीं चलेगा उसमें. नहीं तो अपडेट कर दो ना आप, ओएस आप चेंज कर सकते हैं. ठीक है, ओएस एक आदमी है यहाँ पे माराथली ब्रिज के पास, 1 घंटा लेगा वो ओएस चेंज कर देगा. 300-400 रुपये लेगा वो. ठीक है, इनको कैंपस का सिस्टम फॉर्मेट करता है तो हम तो 300 ही देते हैं, 300 रुपीज देते हैं. ठीक है, तो फॉर्मेट करना हो, नया ओएस डालना है, हाँ तो उसका नंबर मैं दे दूंगा. आप उसको कॉल करेंगे, बोलेंगे कि इनको कैंपस वाले हमको आपका नंबर दिया है, अथवा मेरा नाम बोलेंगे तो समझ जाएगा. बाकी he will call you and 1 hour he will format and do and everything. Format means he will change the OS. Windows 10 he will put. Okay, वो 300 400 300 ही लेगा, उससे ज्यादा क्यों लेगा. ठीक है 300 मैक्सिमम लेगा, नहीं तो दूसरे जगह जाएंगे तो 2000 की नहीं, 2000 लेगा, वही डालना है, 1000 लेगा वो कम से कम नोट्स डालना है।
Sir, in my side, code number is 12 also.
What port number?
12, 1, 2.
1 2.
Yes, sir.
Port number 1
It's
1.
not, is not accepted 1, 2, 3, 4.
1 to 2 digit again, only 2 digit.
Yes, sir.
Running also.
Yeah, also running.
Okay, very good then. Okay, next after that, you can see it is giving the URL. URL it is giving here saying like localhost colon http colon localhost colon 1234/item list, correct? So we will go to the browser and you will open that URL. Which URL it says? Localhost colon, mine is 1234. Hope you have run on 1234 only. After that, what it was? Item list, list, localhost colon 1234 /item list. See, all data will come here. It will give you all the data, correct? Error came for whom? Rasmi Patil. This is the command. If you run here, there it will not work. I will show you what was the command. JSON server space minus watch space data.json space -port space 1234. This is the command I have executed in CMD. If error number 1, I have shared you the data of my JSON file, you replace that. Number 2, open the CMD in the same folder. Number 3, run this command in the CMD. Run this command in CMD. Okay, so hope most of the people has compiled and they are able to see the list like this. So if you want to fetch all the data from this server, localhost what we have started the server, if you want to fetch all the data, this URL you will call under the React, and React can read all the data from here and display inside the page. In case if you want particular user, particular item, maybe item number 2, Then item list slash, we have to enter the number. Which number? The ID. ID of the item. So see, I given as a 2, it will display me only the item number 2 details. It will display only the item number 2 details. Now we'll give item number 3. It will give me only item number 3 details. Okay. Long time. I got it mistake. Check Rasmi, page is running or not. What is error? What I told, no, I have given it the content in the file. Listen properly, then it will work out. It will not listen how it will work. You are in the mobile, right? Log in quickly in the laptop. Without saving the data, if you compile, what will happen? Those all are completely non-professional work when we don't save the file and run the page. That meaning you are watching TV and attending the class. Okay, see, he says like URL is working, but data is not coming. The reason is only one. Without saving the file, he has compiled the page. So page got compiled as empty data. Now nothing will come in the browser. Okay, I have sent you the data. Replace that and then again compile. You save the file here, Afjal. You save your file and again compile. Go to the data.json file and save the file again. See why I am making you ready, because without this you cannot move next. Those things that industry demand you cannot capture. The project in the company will not be only home page, about us, contact us and login page. There will be functionality required. Okay, a static page there, account manager also can create. Who's company account manager, accountant also can create a static page. Okay, but dynamic page creation is matter. For that, company will hire you. Hope you are in the laptop, Afzal. Laptop or where?
Yes, sir, laptop.
Okay, I will make you host. Share your computer.
Okay, sir.
Quick. Share. Click on share screen button. There is some certain rule regulation, no? When someone says something, you should follow at least, right? We should follow our own way if you are master in the area. If you are not master in the area, you should listen to someone, correct? I have asked you to enter the port number 1234. Why you enter 123 only? Immediately close the CMD. Yeah, close this. Go to the folder again. First, show me the data.json file. Show me the data.json file, what you have written in that. Maximize the screen. Make full screen. Full screen. Keep full screen. Yes. Go in the beginning. Scroll up. Come to the again CMD. Open the CMD in this data JSON API folder. Right here. You have written any note anywhere how to start the server? Take from there and write here. How to start the JSON server? Somewhere you have written, no? Wait. Its port is there. Before 1234, there is a port. Data.json space minus port. Minus port. After writing this minus port, a spelling is there a space. After port, a space. After port, give a space and then write 1234. Now hold on. Before running this, take a photo in your phone. Take a photo now. Or if you're not using phone, make a note somewhere. 2 minutes before I wrote, within 2 minutes you confused, you started making half mistake. Okay, next after 5 days, what will happen? You have Chrome in your system. Hold on, wait. Close this browser. Okay, you can use the Chrome. UC browser, those are not okay. Use anything, leave that. Check in the browser, are you getting the data?
Yes, sir, got it.
Okay, we have given code number 1234. You try to make your own way without sending the subject. Definitely you will get.
Sir, I write 1, 2, 3, 4, but it get error.
Okay,
Thank you.
okay. And then Rasmi, I will make you host. Where you are, which is the laptop, which is the desktop, how I will understand. And please don't log in and log out frequently from the laptop to mobile, mobile to laptop. Because of that, you face the problem. Will not charge anything extra no, if you are logging in the laptop also. Okay, which one is the laptop? Both the place I can see the same name. In the laptop, change the name as a Rasmi only. In the laptop, change the name as a only Rasmi. Then I'll identify this is the laptop. Go to the Zoom. In Zoom app, there will be option to rename. Change your name in the laptop or log out from the laptop. Again, log in. Enter the name only Rasmi. Then I will find out this is the laptop. On that, I'll make you host. I can see two devices, but unable to find which is the laptop, which is the desktop. Okay, log out from the phone. Always be logging in the laptop. No, now see because of laptop and phone, 10 minutes gone. Okay, share your screen. I am made you host. Okay. I have sent you data.json file. Copy from the chat and paste again. I sent again. Copy that and replace in your data.json file. Okay, hope you added. Close the CMD. One CMD was open, close that. Not the React CMD, another CMD. Yes, open again CMD in the same folder. Write here that command, how to start the server. And hold on, wait once, hold on. Okay, the first day when you started the class, I have guided you. When we feel you are as a developer, while creating the file name, folder name, there should not be a space. Okay, close your file, close the notepad++. You have created a file, data.json file, close that. Data.json file, open that where it is. Okay, leave that. Okay, come back. Rename that folder. No, don't open. Rename that folder. Close this file, data.json file, and rename the folder. If the file is open somewhere, you can't rename. If the file is open anywhere, you cannot rename. Now remove that space. Close from here also that file. Yeah. Remove that space. Now go under the JSON API folder. See the file is open somewhere. It will not allow. Okay. If the file is open, it will not allow. Okay. Leave that. You can try later. Okay. Go inside. Open CMD. It will not allow you. Okay. It will not allow. Open CMD inside. Okay. Write here that command to start the server. npm install. Why you are doing here? I asked to start the server. You are installing the server. Have you written the note anywhere? Right here. If you have not written, write lsfig. Write JSON-server. See what is the output. Just 2 minutes before I told you, take the photo, write somewhere. Opportunity will never come twice to your door. Once it will come, if you listen, else once it will go in such a way, it will never come in the future. Okay. So JSON-server space minus was data.json space minus port space 1234. Minus port space 1234. Okay, go to browser, type their local host. No. New tab. Okay. So the technology what we have learned, it is correct. What I have guided you, that is also correct. Problem is you have not followed properly. Okay. Hope ready. May go ahead. Okay, so this data we are able to fetch from where? This data is coming from where? JSON server. Okay, my server is look like confused or busy. I will ask him to restart once. It is came. See, when I enter the ID number 3, it will give me those item whose ID is which one? 3. Again, you don't log out from the laptop. Okay, be in laptop also. Okay, ready? Now, if you want to list all the item, then we will call the item list. If you want to call only one item, then item list slash particular ID. Now React will be able to read the data from this server. So this becomes a backend. Which one? JSON server. It's called a mock API, false API, fake API. Okay, it is not going to help you to develop the large project. Based on this, you can develop the project, but it will be somewhere little limitation will be there. Okay, So this becomes a which one? Mock API. Okay. Based on mock API, we can create the mini project. We can learn everything properly. Once you go to the industry, in this, instead of starting the server in your system, the backend developer will give the URL like this. URL. This URL we saw, right? The backend developer will give the URL like this. They'll say, okay, in React, there is a page called comment list. In that, read the data from here and display like this. So you have to call the fetch method and read the data. Again, they will say, okay, create a form where username, email ID, and comment, and click on save button, post to this URL. So your job will be getting the data and posting the data. How they will manage in the backend developer will understand that point. Okay. Let's come to the next point. Next point is under the React, there should be one page where we can display the list of items. List of items should display, and if required to see the details of one item, we can click and we can see the details of one item in the next page. So what are the photos we are calling here? 1, 2, and 3, correct? So go to your public folder and from your computer copy some photo and paste under the public folder. In React, we have public folder. In public folder, you can copy and paste some photos and rename as a 1, 2, 3. Rename as a 1, 2, 3. Okay, now let's go to our component, and we have created till hook 4. Yesterday hook 4 we have created, and you have tried remaining pages in the same project or other project. Other project. In this project, you should not do anything. If it break down, it will become problem for you. So next, after this, we can come to this component and create a new component called hook5.js. 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 In hook5.js, we are going to read the data from that server, this server. Along with that, previous example, if you see, you have follow fetch method and you have follow the use state, correct? In this order things we follow fetch method and use state. Now using use state, we have maintained the data, bring from the server, store in the state and printed under the state. To read the data from this particular URL, we need to click here. If click will happen, then only data will come. See, I click, then I got the records. In React hooks, we have a function called use effect. Use effect. The function name is called use effect. Use effect will execute automatically on page load. Okay, in JavaScript we have a function called onLoad. When the body will load, automatically it will call. In React.js, in hooks, we have a function called use effect. Use effect function will also get execute automatically on page load. Like suppose in this page, if you use the use effect, then no need to click on button. Use effect will call and use effect will call this function and list of comment will come on load. The next component what we are creating, in that on load data will come from this server. Which server? JSON server. JSON server is already running. In the JSON server you have the data. Now this data you can get directly from where? JSON server. Okay. आपके सिस्टम में तो काम नहीं करेगा. Okay. आप लॉगिन हो चैट में लॉगिन कीजिए. पब्लिक फोल्डर में not for everyone, for a specific person, her system has problem, I am guiding them alternate way. Okay. पब्लिक फोल्डर में फाइल बनाइए item.json और वेट करो आप. ये item.json आपको भेजता हूँ डायरेक्टली. इसको आप डाउनलोड करके पब्लिक फोल्डर में डाल दो आप. ठीक है. ये फोल्डर को आप data.json पर अभी लॉगिन किया क्या? लॉगिन है. ये data.json दिख रहा है. डाउनलोड करके इसको पब्लिक फोल्डर में डाल दो आप. डाउनलोड है पब्लिक फोल्डर. Okay, so hope ready. Download करके रख दिए. Okay, fine. So now you also will work together. Okay, we will be calling the URL HTTP localhost. वहाँ पे आप directly data.json file नाम दे दो. You will give only file name. I will follow the entire URL. You will follow only file name. Okay, it will work. Okay, so data.json file we have, and it is running on live server. It is running. As you saw here, in this you can see there is a photos also. This photo also display inside the page. So for that, what is the solution? We will go to the React folder. We have a public folder. Under public folder, you can keep some photos. Rename 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so copy some photos from your computer and keep under the public folder. Rename as a 1, 2, 3, 4. Rename as a 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Photo also I'll send you. I sent you in your chat. Okay, so hope ready. Now come to your React hook 5 is ready. Under the hook 5, under the hook 5, import React use state use effect from React. So use state for what purpose? To maintain the state of a variable. Use effect for what purpose? To load anything on page load, to call any function on page load. Okay, now come write a const hook 5 equal to fat arrow method return we have a id that is called height 500, right? Inside that you can print here something. Now let's go and create a const item comma update item update item update item. After that use state, and this will be by default as a array. And you will print here the list of items. It's 3 available products item dot length item dot length. Now come down below, export default hook 5. Default hook 5. Okay, check now, run this page, call under the app.js file, and then see what is the item length by default. In app.js file, we can import it. From hook 5, hook page 5, hook 5, hook 5. Definitely it will give 0 because array is empty as of now. Array is empty, 0 products. Okay, now our data is available in the server. So let's see how to call, what is the use of that use effect. So come down, call here use effect. Use effect. Under the use effect, you will keep a alert here. Call hi. After that, in use effect, you have to give the last parameter as a 1. Last parameter is a 1. This is for what purpose? Alert you have written. Okay. So let's keep here only alert. Save your file and check use effect is calling automatically or not. Use effect is calling automatically. So that is called on load. As soon as your component will reload, the use effect will call automatically. Now see how you are going to use that. Just only that meaning only. If anyone asks what is the use effect, then we can say it is the function of React hooks, or you can say it is the hooks function. What is the use of this? This use effect function will call automatically on component load. So whenever this component will load, the use effect will call automatically. People will ask next, the use effect is calling automatically. So it will call only one time or unlimited time. How many time it will call? So you saw now only one time is calling, but the actual behavior is use effect is it will start calling infinite also. We are going to call the backend. Now once you add the backend URL, use effect will be limitless. It will start calling infinite. Infinite it will start calling automatically. And inside whatever you do, alert will start calling automatically. Continuous. So every time use effect definition we need to remember, yes, what is the use of the use effect? It used to call the on load. Then immediately next question will come, okay, how to control the use effect so that it should execute only one time. Then we have to say the last parameter of use effect is in a square bracket. If you write as a true, true means also 1, true means 1, false means 0, Boolean value. So we can write here true also, or we can write as a 1 also. So now use effect at any cost, it will not execute more than one time. It will execute only one time. That also when once the page will load. Whenever the page will load, use effect will call one time. Use effect will call one time. Okay. So till here you are ready. Now next is our data is stored under the which server? not somewhere else. In your computer only, one server is running, that is here. You should not close this CMD. Now React is running as a front end, and this JSON server is running as a back end. Okay, JSON server becomes a back end, and the React becomes as a front end. From front end to back end, we can pass the data. Okay, now how that is going to work? Let's come to your React. So both the CMD must be running. Okay, now come, write a function here. Write a function called get data. Constant it should start from const get item. You can write instead of get data, you can write get item as a function name. Get item as a function name. Inside we can call fetch method. Fetch method. Under the fetch method, we have to give the URL. So what is the URL? Go to your browser and copy and paste here. आप सीधे item data.json लिख दीजिए. सिर्फ लिखना है data.json. Okay. Now in this URL, yesterday you have used the URL from somewhere else. Correct. Now today URL is available in our system only. That is called which one? This URL. I will copy this and I will paste here. So that meaning my local computer is divided into two parts. One side 1234 port number is running for the backend and 3000 port number is running for the front end. So same machine is working like a backend also and front end also. Okay, front end is your different technology and back end is the different technology. Between both, data communication is going to happen. Okay, आप क्या लिखे सीधे data.json. Okay, now let's come. Now you will write here dot then method. Inside response will come. Here response.json you will write. Correct. After that you will write again dot then. Inside you will write as a which one? Item array. This item array, where we need to send? We need to send to the update item. Then only via update item, it will go to the item. Update item will hold the item array. So that from the item array, where it will go? It will go to the update item, and from update item, it will come to the item. Yesterday you have seen button click we used to call the function. Now instead of button click, we have already one function here. Which function? Use effect. Now under the use effect, you will delete the alert and call the get item function. That's all. On page load. When the page load will happen, then you will see the content. Hope ready? Someone login call RK. What's your full name? RK. Person login for RK. What's your name? If you are logging to test the link, testing is done, you can log out. Hope ready? Check now. Length is coming. How many we are getting? 3. 3 items we have stored. 3 items are coming in the list. 3 items we got the length. आपका आ रहा है क्या? नहीं, जेसन सर्वर स्टार्ट करना होगा ना, तभी आएगा. तो जेसन नहीं, जेसन सर्वर तो चाहिए नहीं आपको. You don't need जेसन सर्वर. आना चाहिए. Okay, so hope the length appear, right? So follow you check once. How and where the data is coming from. Okay, hope next after that you are getting the length. Now look at the JSON server. What are the records you have? You have name, price, quantity, photo details, correct? So we can go here and we can display the length of list of product. It displays, use the map function, item dot map, and use here item info comma index, return a division for this division key equal to index. After that, in this division, first print into the H3 item name. So how you will print the item name? Info.name. Info.name will give the item name. After that, display the photo. img src equal to info dot photo. Height of the photo. Height of the photo give 150. Width of the photo 200. Next, after that paragraph, price of the photo, price of the product, info dot price, info dot price. Next, details of the photo, info dot details, info dot details. Save this item and check once. List of product will appear. On load, it will display the list of the product. Now you have to write the CSS and arrange in one line. For this division, you can write a class name equal to company. I have a class for company. I'll show you what is inside that. Then you can check it should look proper. Oh, so something else. All become again. For photo is trying to come for me in one line. I will give here width 100%. Please write the CSS. Okay, I will show you the CSS. What is that? CSS. I will give you for this one company. I have written some CSS. You can write like this. First, check are you getting the data? If data is coming, then well. The company CSS data is coming. Okay, now I will share that CSS line which is written in my file. The company CSS I have on CSS called company. I'll give you this one. Or shall I give you the service? Border. Okay, border is not required. Take this company CSS. It came to your chat. You can use this. Whoever are not logging in the machine, they can write this directly. Company or anything you can change. Instead of company, write something else. It's very fine. So 3 product will come in one line. In the JSON server, if we'll add one more product, then it will get ready here. So let's open that product.json data.json file and add one more product. No semicolon in the last. That is a normal behavior of developer. Okay. There is some certain behavior of a person using that a person will identify. Okay. You can be a developer or not. Okay, or you have some basic understanding or not. Example, when we give the variable name, there should not be a space in between. When we write a folder name, no space in between. When we create a file name, no space in between. When we create an array, no comma in the last. Okay, and file name should not start with the capital. Okay, variable name should not start with the number. Those are all called what? Basic understanding of basic behavior of a developer. Okay, basic behavior of developer. If anyone is not getting the data, let me know. I can help you out. But all was working. There should not be any problem. If you have not practiced yesterday thing, then maybe there will be error. Four product is coming. We will be working tomorrow. If you click on one product, it will open the new page. And in new page, it will display the details of particular product. When we click on any product, it will go to the next page. There it will display the details of particular products, right? So for that, before that, we have to learn another property of read hooks, that is called use params. Use params. Okay, using use effect, what you did on page load, you call something. Using use state, what you are doing, you are maintaining the data of your project. Now use effect has helped us to load the data on page. Next will be called use params, to pass the data from one page to other page through browser URL. Suppose if I go here and write here /3 and enter. So which product should display? It should display product number 3. If will not give anything, then it should display all the product. All products are coming here. So for that, we'll not do in the same page, we'll make separate page. Once we click here, it will go to the next slide. There it will display the different one particular project photo. Working, right? See what you should do. Okay. Dedication is important little. Okay. So the whatever the syllabus you have gone, it has not gone in very random way. It's going very systematically, step by step only is going on. So okay, so you have to set up one more. See, npm install JSON server is done. No need to install again. Look at here. In this folder, in this API folder, JSON API folder, we have a file called data.json. You will create a file called user.json. And inside the user, you will store some 4 5 username, city, pin code, address and all. After that, how you have started this server? This server how we have started? JSON server minus minus was data.json. What you will write? User.json. Instead of data.json, you will write as a user.json. And port number, let it be same also, no problem. Okay. Then, understood or not? You will be creating a file user.json. Inside the user.json, in the same way, you will store 10 users name, 10 friend name, contact number, email ID, age, gender, education. After that, you will open the CMD. Inside the CMD, you will compile the user.json file on port number 1234, and you will create a component called any component, correct? Maybe in your project, separate project, I have guided you to create. So in the separate project, you can create another component called my user. In my user component, read the data and display something like this. What we have done in this, okay? If the fetching part is clear, then I'll guide you tomorrow how to see the details of the particular product. Once Flipkart, see, when you go to the Flipkart, what will happen? It will display a lot of product. That meaning on load, it will call the function data from the backend. Now after that, if we click on particular product, it will display the particular product details. Look at the Facebook, go to the Facebook, everyone details will come. When you click on particular profile, their details will come. Correct. So it is linking to day-to-day life, what we see on internet. Okay. Next, after that, I'll guide you how to add new record through the React. Here we have added dynamically, manually we have added. Now next, after learning how to display the one record, I will guide you how to add our own through the React. Inside the React, we'll create a form. Enter the value, click on save. It will go to the where? JSON server. And again, if you go to another page, JSON server will display from there. Okay, once you come to this page, it will display. So listing is done. Next, we'll learning how to fetch. Sorry, fetching is done. Next, we'll learn how to display the details of the particular product. After that, we learn how to add the new product. Then we learn how to delete the new product. So fetching, editing, deleting, and adding. If 4 things, if you remember, then 100% sure you will not get fail in the interview. If people will give the task, you can work. Because whoever work in the market as a software developer, in entire life, they will go to the 4 steps. According to need, save the data. According to need, display the data. According to business requirement, delete the data. And according to user requirement, edit the data. Okay. So in Gmail, what you do? You send an email, that is called adding. You see the email, that is called, what is? Listing. When you delete an email, that is called deleting. But you can't edit use. Okay. Someone has sent you can't edit it. Okay. Okay. Now next, come to anywhere. Go to the Flipkart. You can post the comment. Posted comment you can edit also. If suppose someone is posting something wrong content, you can unmute also. You can delete also, right? And by default, once you log in, it will show you the list of data. So what is there? You are posting, that is called insert. You are seeing the data, that is called fetch. You are able to edit your comment, that is called what? Edit. You are able to delete your data, that is called delete. Go to any web application, you don't do more than this. Saving, listing, editing, and deleting. Okay. In Twitter also we do the same. In Instagram also we do the same. Correct. Someone will post, you will see. You will post, someone will see. Someone will post, he will delete. Someone will post, he will edit. Correct. So how many work? Fetching, editing, listing, and deleting. Okay. So these 4 things, if you are clear, then you will not fail in the on project. But in these 4, if you have confusion, then don't go for interview. You can't clear that. Okay. So this example I have given. Implement that. What you will do? You will create a JSON, user.json, and store 10 friend name, family member name, create a list and display inside. Okay. आप क्या करेंगे? आपके मशीन में तो है नहीं. आप यहाँ पे एक फोल्डर बना दो. कहाँ पे? अभी जो बनाया ना, कहाँ पे बनाया? पब्लिक फोल्डर में. इसी में एक फाइल बना दीजिए. कौन सा? user.json. उसी में डेटा डाल के रन करा दो. ठीक है. और लेकिन वो सिस्टम फॉर्मेट करना, उसका नंबर मैं देता हूँ, व्हाट्सएप में हाई कीजिए हमको। उसका नाम है राकेश रंजन सिंह, ड्रीम कंप्यूटर। ओके, सो लेट्स सी यू टुमारो। व्हाट्सएप में हाई कीजिए। राकेश सिंह इसका नाम है, मैं एक बार कॉल कर लेता हूँ उसको।